Hello world. Today I am talking to you in a mixed mood of feelings. Today is my granddaughter Kiana's birthday. It is aged 11, and my youngest aunt has died today. So I may talk a bit irrelevantly today or become blank, and I expect you to condone those faults. Today I am going to talk about Mabel Bell, who was born in 1857, the year of India's first war of independence, and she died in 1923. So you would obviously ask what is so great about it. But the greatness is that she was the wife of Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone. Most of the younger generation today, that is about my granddaughter's age, they even haven't seen those telephones because of mobiles. Mobile is also a short form of mobile phone, a phone which is mobile, which can be taken anywhere. So this lady was not only his wife but his inspiration, the main uh, force behind his inventing the telephone was Mabel. Mabel was born to very rich parents, and she spent her early childhood as a happy child. But unfortunately, when she was 6 or 7 years old, a tragedy struck her. She had some disease and she was rendered deaf. It was a big shock for her parents. So they thought, what should we do about this girl? Then she was taken to various schools in Germany, because in Germany there was the institution where they used to teach lip reading. So since her father was looking after the business, Mabel and her mother left for Germany. There, Mabel showed so much progress in lip reading that she could read almost anybody's lips in any accent, in the German language, English language, whatever language. So the after about 2 years training, the principal of that institute, he called her parents and said, "Look here, your daughter is very brilliant now. She has mastered lip reading to a great extent. So, my suggestion is take her back to America and admit her in a regular school. Give a complete information about her condition to all the staff of the school as well as the students in the school, that they should always face her whenever they talk to her." So the surprised parents were happy and they came back to US, found out such a school and admitted Mabel there. She was a very brilliant child, so she could easily do her jobs, her studies. There, they heard about Graham Bell, who was more expert in lip reading and more techniques about teaching about lip reading. So his father contacted Bell and got her admitted into the school run by him. So Mabel was his student. But it so happened that the student teacher relationship slowly gave way to the feeling of love, and they both decided that they should get married. When he went to their her parents to ask for her hand, they were surprised and very happy. They said, "Very fine, go ahead." So Mabel and Graham Bell, they became husband and wife. And they began their journey together. Mabel was so brilliant that she could help him, but she would always stay away from publicity. She almost knew everything that Bell did, and gave him suggestions, but always remaining behind the scene. So they gave birth to two daughters and two sons. The sons did not live beyond their childhood, that is 1 or 2 years, and both of them died. So they were left with only daughters, two daughters. And since Bell has now become very much preoccupied with the invention of telephone, that raising the two girls was basically the responsibility fell totally on Mabel. So Mabel didn't care about her own career and she devoted her entire attention to bringing up her two girls. The girls were taught as a part of etiquette to talk to their mother only while facing her. Everything was all right, the kids were growing up. But when the elder girl was about 6 or 7 year old, once she pretended that she has fallen asleep. So Mabel started going away from her room, and the girl called at her. So she didn't turn back because she couldn't hear, and she just went away. The girl was so much hurt. She started crying. So Belle came rushing in. What has happened? Why are you crying so much? She said, Mommy is very unkind to me. Said, what happened? Then she said, I gave her, after so many years, I have for the first time called her when she was not facing me, but she didn't even turn back. She didn't look at me. So Belle thought that it was now time. And he then explained to his daughters, both the daughters, about her mother's deafness. Such was the courageous lady, such was her upbringing, that her own daughters didn't know for years that their mother was deaf. So this is one part of her life. She was, as I told you, the support of Belle in all this thing. And when Belle died, actually it fell upon Mabel to look after the company, Bell Company, which is now known as AT&T, the biggest telephone company or electronics company. And Bell's wife was very active in his functions. She took courageous decisions aided by the board of directors of the company. They took AT&T to the new heights, and the company is still one of the leading firms in telephones, mobiles, etc. So one doesn't have to be very highly educated, or even educated, even uneducated persons can become a living example of inspiration to others. That is all. Thank you.